Hey Glam Fam, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to do 2-strand twists on this head of hair here. You always want to start on freshly cleansed and conditioned hair, and then I'm going to actually go in and place a little bit of leave-in in here. Leave-in that I'm using is going to be from Dollar Curl Club, which is a surprisingly good leave-in. I'll put links in the description box below as always, as well as links to the mannequin if you need it. But I'm going to go ahead and begin by placing some leave-in in the hair. Now, of course, you don't have to do this, but I wanted to show you the way that I would do it on a client, just to ensure that you don't miss any steps. So I want to ensure that this hair is well moisturized, well conditioned, all of that before we even get started, and that way I can ensure that I give you a more realistic result. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a wet brush. You can also use a Denman. Both of them are rather good brushes. And I'm going to start from the ends, detangling here, and we're just going to gradually work our way up the shaft of the hair. While you're doing this, keep that hair stretched outward. If you let it bounce back, a lot of times it's going to knot and tangle more. So we're going to keep that hair stretched as we detangle, using my hand really as like a board for that, so that way the hair is not snatching through as easily. And the thing I like about both the wet brush and the Denman brush is the bristles are really malleable and flexible. There's not a large ball point on the bristles either, so that way you don't have to worry about as much snagging or potentially pulling out of hair. Things like that. That's all really important. Now that we've gone through here, everything here looks to be really well detangled. That brush should be able to easily glide through that hair. Again, still keeping it stretched, because we don't want it to just be able to easily spring back up as we're brushing and cause that hair to begin to kind of tangle and come in on itself. So I'm looking to be able to easily take my fingers through this hair. Once I can see that that's a possibility, I'm going to go in and part out my section. I'm going to do this twist a little larger just to ensure that you can easily see. Let's see here. How you choose to twist, you can twist going upward, you can twist going downward, whatever direction you like. You can do it similar to cornrows. I just want to make sure that you get the technique down, so hopefully this will help you out quite a bit. I'm trying to go through this without doing a lot of extra steps that would potentially waste your time. Okay, so we're going to begin by taking just a small section, and I usually like to start in triangles with any form of braiding or twisting. Let's see here. Let me turn her towards you just a little bit so you can see a bit better. And zoom you in a touch. How's that? All right, so we're going to start with this little triangle, split that in two. Okay, and I'm going to begin passing over. So in this instance, I'm twisting over just because I like always twist up and away from the face. You can also twist the other direction, but in this instance, since we're on this side of the head, I'm going to twist up and over. As I'm coming across, I'm going to slide my thumb across the base here. So we'd basically be sliding across here and picking up hair, adding it to the bottom strand. Twist outward a little and then twist over. You can also do from the top where I'm picking up a little bit, adding in, twisting over, slide under, add to the bottom strand, twist over, under, add to the bottom strand, and twist over. And we just continue that process, adding to that bottom strand and twisting over. Now, if the hair is naturally straighter or they have more of like a looser coil pattern, you might find that this technique does not work quite as well. So in that instance, you'd want to add to the bottom strand, slightly twist outward towards the face, and then pass over, and it'll give you a more defined rope. So I'll show you the difference here. Adding in, twisting outward towards the face a little, and then passing over. Adding to that bottom strand again, turning outward towards the face, and then passing over. Adding to that bottom, twisting towards the face, and then passing over. And we just continue that process until you get completely off of the scalp. Let me turn her just a bit so you can still see. Child, she is really trying to move and show out on y'all. You can still see what's going on though, so that's okay. All right, so once we get here, I'm just gonna come up off of the scalp and we're just gonna continue it as a 2-strand twist, making that light turn outward, pass over. Light turn outward, pass over. Back up just a little bit. Light turn outward, pass over. Just like in my 2-strand twist tutorial. If you need details on how to 2-strand twist, I'll link that up in the eye in the top right corner. And over. So that's the slow way of doing it. Once you get to where you're comfortable, of course you can speed up as you need to, but you can see in the beginning where we had our twist without twisting those pieces individually towards the face. And as soon as we started twisting those pieces towards the face, you see how you get so much more definition out of that twist. So if you're finding that you have a coil pattern or a surface texture that is a bit more silky, or you may have a looser coil pattern, try the technique where we're twisting out towards the face and then passing over, just to give you a bit more definition. Or if you're adding in extensions especially, this technique here gives a beautiful finish. Either one is sufficient for giving you a solid twist, and the more coily the hair is, the more beautiful this beginning one here works and looks on the hair. So one of the reasons why 4C hair is literally my favorite fabric of hair, because it can do anything, but it especially works really well with this form of twisting. For most other fabrics of hair, you're gonna have to incorporate some form of additional twist to pass over. So despite the fact that it was a quick tutorial, I hope that it was rather helpful. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Until next time, you guys, take care, God bless, and stay glam. You know I love you, boo. Bye.